Hi, my name is Alexis Kreinbrink, and this PowerPoint describes what my ideal school would look like. My ideal school would be a fine arts school. This would be a magnet high school, grades 9 through 12. We would be partnered with the local theaters, symphonies, and museums. Funding would come from donations, special government funding for the arts, as well as corporate sponsorship. This school is designed for student artists that may not thrive in a regular high school. This will be an encouraging and competitive environment where students can advance their artistic skill while surrounded by other artists like themselves. The goal of this school is to provide student artists with specialized education in the art of their choice and a well-rounded education in the core subjects. The hope is that students will become successful in the art of their choice and go on to use their skills in their careers. It could include being professional artists, artist managers, or educators. There will be a thorough enrollment process. Prospective students will first submit an application to enroll in their major, music, art, or theater. Within those majors, they will also share their focus within the major, for example, violin or acting. Prospective students will also supply letters of recommendation from professionals that have worked with the students in the arts. This could include school teachers, directors, or private lessons instructors. Parents will also provide a letter explaining their interest in sending their child to the school. This letter will also include the parent's agreement to enforce practicing like they would for any other homework. Finally, students will audition. For artists or composers, this would include a portfolio. And for musicians and actors, this would be a video submission of a performance of a solo work or monologue. It is important to note that grade point average will not be a factor in being accepted to the school, which will encourage more diversity. This will also enable students with special needs that are interested in the arts to thrive in their education. In the event that more students apply to the school than can be enrolled, a public lottery will be held for all prospective students that had their applications in by the deadline. This will be an unbiased drawing. Now we are going to look at what my ideal school would look like, starting with technology. Each student will have a personal MacBook Pro laptop with Microsoft Office Suite and programs associated with their major. An example of additional computer programs for a music major would be the composition software Finale or Smart Music to assist and grade practice. Students will receive training on how to use the technology programs they have available to them in productive ways. Each classroom will have a smartboard and iPad that will be used on a regular basis. Teachers will learn how to effectively integrate the smartboard and iPad as well as other technology resources in their classes through career development sessions. A professional technology integrator for the school district will also be available to assist teachers in finding new ways to integrate technology in their classrooms. Teachers are another important element of any school. My ideal school would be comprised of fine arts teachers and core subject teachers. The fine arts teachers will have experience as professional artists in their fields and a background in education. These teachers will be established and experienced artists. The core subject teachers will all have previous experience in the arts. This can include playing an instrument, having performed in concerts or theater productions, or having taken fine arts courses. This school will be made up of 4 main departments: music, art, theater, and core subjects. I have included a rough sketch of the general outline of both floors to give you an idea of the overall layout. The first floor of the building will include the 3 fine arts wings, a front office, cafeteria, and gym. The school will be built around a square, the center being the cafeteria and gym. The front of the school will be one side of the square and will contain a front office and an art exhibit hall. The 2 wings on either side of the entrance will be the theater and music wings. These will both have performing arts centers at the start of the wing. After that, classrooms, offices, instrument lockers, additional rehearsal rooms, computer lab, and practice rooms will make up the rest of the music wing. The music wing will also be equipped with state-of-the-art recording equipment in the classrooms and a few of the practice rooms. The rest of the theater wing will include other stages, classrooms, costume studio, computer lab, and offices. The theater students will have a variety of stage arrangements and a costume and prop design studio available to them. The far side of the school will be the art. As I mentioned before, the art exhibit hall will be at the entrance of the school so that visitors do not need to venture throughout the school to see the exhibit. The remainder of space in the art wing will include classrooms, 2 computer labs, and individual art studios for students to work. The art wing will have all of the necessary resources as determined by the department, including clay, graphic design programs, and canvases. The second floor of the building will have the library as the center of the square, right above the gym and the cafeteria. The library will also house study rooms. The rest of the floor will be all of the lockers and core subject classrooms. The layouts of each classroom, performance hall, and rehearsal room will accommodate the nature of each class. For example, leveled floors for the choir rehearsal rooms. Moving on to how this school will function, we are going to look at the purpose of the departments. Each department in the school will structure their individual programs. A head teacher will be appointed in each department that will work with the principal and school board to structure the program to best educate the students. This structuring includes establishing course requirements for the major, classroom layouts, resources the school needs to invest in, finding ways to encourage diversity in the department, ways to promote technology in the classroom, and evaluating the success of the department. Professional development is another important element in keeping this school moving forward with new theories and technology. Upon entering the school system, all teachers are required to take a session provided by the school, introducing them to the fine arts and how to teach young artists. This session will be revised as necessary to accommodate changes in the fields of education, art, and technology. Monthly department presentations at faculty meetings are also an idea I would like to implement to keep teachers on the same page and aware of what is going on in other departments. Rotating monthly, each department will have their month to present what is going on in their field. This can include new developments, theories, events, or major changes taking place within their department. The core subject teachers will offer their presentations on the relationship between the arts and and their subjects. Although this is a fine arts school, the students will still need to meet the requirements of the core subject classes. In addition to the content taught in the core subjects, each class will cover its importance in relation to each of the arts. For example, in physics class, they can talk about the physics of sound and how it relates to music or theater, such as the importance of good acoustics in a room. As for the final course assessment each semester, the student will include an explanation of why the class is relevant to their art. This can either be completed as an essay question on a final exam or an additional assignment with a final paper. The goal of the fine arts departments is to have students become proficient in their chosen art and learn how to use it outside of the classroom. Each of the arts will have their own courses in theory, history, and technology, along with other major specific requirements. These requirements will include, but are not limited to, composition, performance, arranging, and recording for music majors, pottery, graphic design, painting, and mixed media for art majors, acting, writing, film, movement, and musical theater for theater majors. In addition to their courses, students will also be required to attend master classes and performances provided by local professional partners. Quarterly performances and art shows will be held to exhibit student work. Each student will be required to present a performance or exhibit open to the public to display his or her mastery of the art. The teachers will grade all of these performances and projects, but both the teachers and local professional partners will critique the end of semester finals. Differentiated instruction is an important part of this school and will be given to all students in their major. Students will work with their instructors in performance or presentation classes to establish individualized goals and objectives to be achieved during the semester. These goals and objectives will be the criteria for their final assessments. Students will receive individual instruction as necessary to reach agreed-upon major goals and objectives. All students are capable of learning and will be given an education that accommodates their interests, strengths, and learning styles while effectively teaching both core subjects and specialized courses. To begin assessing the success of this school, I would first look at test scores in the core subjects, which will show the school's success in comparison to other public schools. We will also keep track of public interaction and attendance with the performance and presentations put on by the school. The numbers of students attending or applying to the school will show increased interest in the school. Finally, student artistic success in state or district juried competitions such as all-state music festivals, speech competitions, and competitive art shows will assess student artistic success.